I'm going to call this last little segment Random Thoughts for Random Shots. Get it? Yeah. All right. So if you put the first one up there, can you make it big real quick so they can read it? I want everybody watching this video to think this way. A lot of what the government does is for distraction purposes only. This guy on Twitter says UFOs, thanks Murray, at Rothbard1776. UFOs are a distraction from Pfizer, the U.S. blowing up the Nord Stream pipeline, big tech companies coordinating with the FBI, U.S. intel to censor Americans and influence elections, Epstein client list, which is, I don't know if they've released it yet, but it's supposed to. And what you were talking about, the deadly chemical release disaster in East Palestine, Ohio. I thought that was a good one for today.
Yep.
Number 2, random thoughts for random shots. This is my fave. This criminal in this picture is caught after cutting off 37 man buns in one day, claiming that he was doing the Lord's work. More power to you, buddy.
Yeah, I can't necessarily say that he did anything wrong there.
Should we start a GoFundMe for him? All right, next one is a class. Can you make that one big? Greta Thunberg, our favorite teenager. I am so pleased to share that the climate book is now available in the USA and Canada. I have gathered the wisdom of over 100 contributors to highlight the many different crises we face and equip us with the knowledge we need to avoid a climate disaster. Tried to do my best, Greta.
How dare you?
How dare you? What is funny about this post, guys, is these harpy lefties that are so anti-capitalist and crank on capitalism all the time are only against it when it's convenient. But when they want to make a buck, oh, they are all in, both feet. They're all for capitalism.
Oh yeah.
You're a fraud, Greta Thunberg. How dare you?
How dare you?
All right, my next one. This is interesting. We had a little bit on the China thing. So DC Drano, thank you, shout out, hat tip. While American kids are being taught gender doesn't exist by twerking drag queens, other countries are doing this. If you can't tell, this is a young, I don't know, maybe 5-year-old, 6-year-old Oriental fella that is in a classroom full of his peers learning how to disassemble and reassemble a firearm. So keep that in mind. That makes you go, My next and last one. Many of you have noticed in the news that Nikki Haley recently announced her candidacy for president. Nikki Haley is a Jeb Bush in heels, I think I've seen her described as. She's a swamp creature also, and going back a couple years ago in the Bubba Wallace noose in my garage thing, she tweeted this out knee-jerk reaction-wise. We should all stand with Bubba Wallace today against the cowards who secretly put a noose in his garage stall. What was that noose? It was the garage door.
That was the pole for the lower door.
Every other garage on that racetrack had the same exact thing.
Well, these races they get around.
Oh yeah, they don't care. But
and they install garage.
So long story short, Nikki Haley acted like a leftist and knee-jerk reaction through that race baiting narrative out there to show that she was virtue signaling, trying to get the support of the minions that fall for this BS. Just keep that in mind when you see Nikki Haley go up against the other Republican candidates for president in a couple years.
Yep. I hope you've enjoyed this clip from the Craig's Gun Channel Random Shots program. The program airs Thursdays at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. On Random Shots, we discuss content ranging anything from preparedness, survival, politics, firearms, basically anything that's 2A related, with sometimes some rabbit trails on things that aren't related at all. If you enjoy this type of programming, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're notified when we release new content. And if you like it, hit the like button and share us if you would as well. It helps the algorithm and helps the channel grow and helps get our message out. So I guess until next time, stay safe.